Well, I mean, if you roll it back, I mean, I'm a kid product of Star Wars, like Shogun Warriors, Micronauts, all that sort of stuff. I would say my whole life, but probably seriously soft vinyl collecting 15-ish, probably plus years. Hi, my name is Brandon Bradford, and today we'll be showing you primarily my collection of soft vinyl figures. It's kind of all one and the same. I kind of buy what I like. I have collecting habits that I'm not necessarily a completist for a lot of stuff, but if I like the sculpt or I like the character, I try to get them all. And same with art. Like I love being surrounded, in my workspace with art from people that I've become, the world that I was fans of, that now I've either collaborated with or become friends with. It's super cool, and I really enjoy my sanctuary space to come and create and paint in and collect. It's all here, so it's kind of fun to have it all in one space. But with soft vinyl, it's sort of the nuances of how the paint and the base color vinyl makes the figure look, and sometimes look quite a bit different from one version to the next. I love the stripped down form of the designs and sort of the timeless sort of classic nature of them, and like the texture and even the smell. It's like obviously the paint applications and the variety of paint applications and how it has an effect on how the character looks and feels. It's kind of unique unto its own.
1, 3, 2, 1.
Fortunate enough to go to Japan quite a few times a year, so I get a lot of pieces there. I save kind of a lot of my collecting for when I travel there. I try not to buy too much stuff online at home because it builds up and builds up, but a little bit of everything. There's obviously some events here in the States that you can find cool vintage stuff. When you're a collector, you're always hunting and looking for stuff. So it kind of just depends. Some months go a while without buying anything, and other times it's like things come your way and you end up getting a bunch all in one shot.
Did you grow up going to like swap meets and flea markets and doing stuff like that?
Yeah, my mom and my parents loved to go to swap meets on the weekends. So I remember used to go in like Saga swap meet up in Valencia a lot when I was a kid, and kind of, I guess that was sort of my love for like finding weird objects, different things. Not only toys, but just finding things that spoke to me, and like I just love weird stuff, which sort of leads me into the love of like monsters and mythologies, from Japan to Europe, everywhere. They're always such cool characters and so interesting. Having physical manifestations of those is super fun and inspiring. I'm inspired by a lot of junk candy toys. I'm going to stores like Drawed and stuff, and just finding all these cool paper elements with really amazing illustrations to, small candy toys, to all different versions of that, including soft vinyl, little minis to big figures. That's kind of a little niche off of like the soft vinyl collecting. A lot of paper, a lot of reference books, vintage books, as well as the original art stuff. It's kind of all blends together. Fortunately, I get a lot of gifts from other friends and makers. So the toys that mean more to me have a story connected to them. They have like the soul of the toy, so to speak, and like the quest for finding it. I mean, sometimes some not spectacular toys have some of the most unique stories attached to them, and it's as much about the figure as it is about the story attached to it for me. The gratification of like finding something online and being able to buy it is the least. Sometimes there's just the thing, you come across a thing that you've been hunting for and it fills that void, but I much prefer the hunt and the dig and just like finding things. It's like, is it even for sale? Like, what is it? Can I afford it? Can I make it happen? It's like all that stuff, because it's just with the world of the internet, it's like you can still go out there and hustle and find deals and find things that you love or really wanted if you look hard enough. I mean, as any creative, you're a byproduct of what your influences and inspirations are. So I think that leads to everything. It's like I collect what I like, regardless of whether it has secondary market value, which obviously certain stuff they have a timelessness or a legacy behind it. But for the most part, I put my money where my mouth is as far as what I enjoy looking at and, you know, surrounding myself with creatively. I've always, I guess, had a leaning towards like macabre imagery, like darker imagery. I love skull in general. It's just such a shape to me. I don't know if it's the mortality of things. It's always looked cool to me. It's always been, you know, every time I see it, it's like I can always use another skull in my life. We're in my studio here, and I predominantly have all my collection sort of in here. I promised my wife I wouldn't crowd up the house with all my junk, so it predominantly lives here. So how my studio came to pass, I mean, this is my backspace at my house, and with my involvement in toy making and all that stuff, that I really needed a space to create and hopefully house my stuff as well. It's not the biggest space, but I worked with what I had. I'm really proud of my workspace and how it came together. It is kind of a menagerie of stuff kind of stacked over, but there's a lot of method to the madness. There's a lot of organization to fit as much stuff as I can, and I'm constantly filling up gaps. It's sort of like when you get tattooed, it's like a blank surface is a surface for something to go on.
What are some of your favorite pieces in your collection? Are you more leaning towards vintage or modern stuff? Or is it kind of a even split?
Kind of even split, but I think even sort of the modern stuff I like has some vintage flair and elements to them. So there's a reoccurring sort of thread that kind of runs through the stuff that I'm really attracted to or inspired by. As a collector, you're always looking for more, but if I really look at it, I mean, shit, I can't complain. You know, I'm pretty fortunate and have a lot of awesome stuff from a lot of great friends of mine, as well as a lot of cool vintage stuff that is really inspiring for the, you know, that I work to strive to be better at. So it's kind of both, but I think that's fair for a lot of collectors, especially if you get to a certain point. It's hard to say that, oh, you know, at the end of the day, we don't need any of this stuff, but I think mentally, for mental health, it makes me happy. You know, it's my vice, you know, but it's also a passion, so I put a lot of energy into it. So it's more than just collecting, it's making, it's a lot of those things all kind of put together. Surrounded by the stuff that you love, so if you make something, you can live with it for, you know, forever. Because once you put your name on it, you know, it's things, they don't really degrade, so they're around for the long haul, so you have to be happy with it.
Show's over. Come back tomorrow.